I haven't worked a traditional job in more than 7 years. No boss, no clocking in, no PTO requests. But I also don't have a trust fund or partner paying my bills. So how do I actually make money? Let me explain. 7 years ago, I realized something. I was building a life I didn't even want. I was following the checklist: go to school, get a good job, climb the corporate ladder, hoping that it would eventually make me happy. But it didn't. I felt stuck, trapped, and honestly, a little bit bored. I knew that if I stayed on that path, my life would be predictable, but not necessarily happy. So I told myself, let me try to build something of my own. Even if it fails, at least I tried. And that decision changed everything. So here's what I actually do, because it's not one job. It's a mix of things that together create a full-time income and a lot of freedom. Number 1, brand partnerships. Brands pay creators to make content. Sometimes that's one video, sometimes it's a full campaign. I get consistent opportunities because of my online presence. Number 2, my own digital products. I sell my own digital products, things that I create once and sell over and over again. These don't require me to trade time for money, which is one of the biggest reasons I'm able to stay self-employed. Number 3, book royalties. I have 5 self-published books on Amazon, a traditionally published memoir called 12 Trips in 12 Months, and the sequel called All You Need Is Flights coming out summer 2026. These give me monthly royalties as well as book deals and advances for any of the ones that are traditionally published. 4, speaking engagements. I've given 3 TEDx talks and I'm frequently invited to speak at workshops or events. My talks are usually related to content, travel, and entrepreneurship. These pay really well and it's fun to get to be in person for my work as somebody who's based mainly online. 5, freelance travel writing. I write for major media outlets like Photos Travel and Business Insider. I'm also a freelance editor and I edited Lonely Planet's Central America guidebooks. Freelance writing pays you per word or a flat fee per assignment. 6, I have a paid newsletter on Substack. I share travel gigs, remote work, and related opportunities, and my subscribers generate ongoing monthly revenue. 7, affiliate income. I share links to things that I like and get commission payments as a result. I do this a little bit less because I share my own products, but it's still generally a great way to make money. 8, private and group coaching and consultations. I teach people how to get paid to travel and write about it. I also do consultations for tourism boards, startups, and travel brands. Let me be honest, this lifestyle is not for everyone. There's no guaranteed paycheck. There's no career ladder. You really have to build your own structure. But the freedom, for me, it's worth everything. I get to choose when I work, where I work, and who I work with. If I want to travel, I travel. If I want to slow down, I slow down. If I want to spend a day creating just because it excites me, I do. My work follows my life, not the other way around. And that's really the biggest difference between traditional work and what I do now. I'm not living for the weekends anymore. I'm not waiting for permission to take a trip. I designed a life where my income supports my interests instead of restricting them. People often think this lifestyle is unattainable or unrealistic. And I get it. Online, people try to make it look effortless. But the truth, it took time. It took trial and error. It took figuring out what I'm good at and what actually energizes me. It took 4 years of building this on the side before I quit my job. There were years I didn't know if it would work long term, but every time I considered going back to a traditional job, I remembered how I felt back then, how constricted I felt, how unaligned things were. And that's why I kept going. Because even on the hard days, this path still feels more me than anything else. If you're curious about building a life outside of the traditional career path, or you want more of a breakdown on how I make money, how I work with brands, how I get paid to speak, how I got a book deal, how I manage this lifestyle, I'm sharing everything. I'm doing a whole series on how you can get paid to travel. I'm Jen Maurice and I'm a lawyer turned travel writer, author, and entrepreneur. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to see more in the series. I'll see you tomorrow.